A month ago, I made a decision to play Diablo II Resurrected. I did so because I thought it was hypocritical of me that I was talking about Diablo 4 all the time and had not played Diablo 2 Resurrected, which a lot of people consider to be the best game in the franchise. So a month ago, I started out on this journey, and yesterday, for the very first time, I did my first hardcore run through of Diablo 2 Resurrected. We're going to go through what happened in the first day of me playing hardcore. I hope you'll stick around. We'll see you on the other side. Now, I thought it would be fitting, since it was Halloween, that I embark on my first hardcore character in Diablo 2. I'm a big fan of hardcore mode in all the games that I play. I knew eventually I was going to do a hardcore character in Diablo 2. And since it was Halloween, I thought it'd be a good idea to start. And as you can see, my live stream here last night, I'm in the process of picking my character. I already knew I was going to be playing Paladin just because of the research that I had done. It's a pretty tanky build. It doesn't come up against too many issues when it comes to resistances and immunities of adds and enemies in the game. So I thought, what the heck? If I'm going to play something in hardcore, I want to make something that is going to be at least perceived to be a little bit better, to have a higher success rate. So I chose the Paladin. When I came back from the den, I went to go visit Akara. And as you can see behind me, instead of trading, I go and I reset my stats and skills. Literally 5 minutes into the game, I've already made a major boo-boo. I went ahead and reset my skills and specs. Now, at the time, as you can see, I'm going through my loot. I have no idea what's going on. And God knows how long it would have taken me to figure out that I reset my skills. But chat being chat, they immediately jumped on and started telling me, as you can see in the comments scrolling up here behind me, they're like, Sammy, you reset your specs, rip. So we had to, unfortunately, retire my very first hardcore character within 5 minutes because of a dumbass move made by myself. And we had to create another Paladin and start the journey all over again. You know, one of the things I love about playing hardcore is the intensity that's in the gameplay when you're playing a hardcore character in whatever game you're playing. But specifically in Diablo 2, you're very honed in on exactly what is going on with your character, how much power you have, what your resistances are at the time, your environment. You're very aware of everything that's going on in surrounding you. That is, unless you've played hardcore, I really don't know how to describe it. It just elevates the gaming experience to another level. It really amplifies the gameplay and everything around you. There's just the fact that you're seconds away from potentially losing everything that you worked towards is so invigorating and so much fun. It's unbelievable the thrill you get when you're playing hardcore in Diablo 2. You know, another strategy I took in playing hardcore in Diablo 2 is, obviously, I know this character isn't going to live forever. And because all your hardcore characters share whatever is in the shared stash, I'm very cognizant of that. So as I'm doing this playthrough, I'm putting materials, weapons, gear, what I think may be useful for future hardcore characters of mine, gold, potions, you know, that kind of stuff, rings, chest armor, helms, all that kind of stuff I'm putting in the stash just in case when I do die, my next character that I create in hardcore is going to be able to utilize that gear that's already been earned. Now, for my first hardcore playthrough, my first night of playing hardcore, thank God we did not die. We survived. We were able to finish Act 1. My stream was just a little bit over 6 hours. Now, I know that is a long time for Act 1. Hell, I'm sure some people can finish the whole game in that amount of time. But remember, I'm very new to Diablo 2. And the fact that this is hardcore is even going to take me much longer to complete the game. I'm going much slower than I normally do. And I already take my time doing things. So in hardcore, that's going to be even amplified further. I'm reviewing items longer. I'm taking my time going to the quests or waypoints. So this hardcore playthrough of mine is going to take me a very long time to complete, but I'm okay with that. And gauging by the comments in the chat section in my stream last night, I think everybody's on board with that. Pretty well everyone was saying, take your time, stop running. You know, there were some times where I was running. They're like, stop running, walk. This is hardcore. You shouldn't be running. So I think everybody's on board. And by the way, hats off to the D2 community who have been super supportive of my Diablo 2 content. Thank you so much. You're making this so enjoyable. So thank you. It really has been a blast. Our live streams are lit from the beginning and only get better as the evening progresses and my live streams progress. And it's just a pure joy interacting with everybody in the D2 community. And I have to say, a lot of people in my community are in my live streams all the time. And these are players that have thousands and thousands and thousands of hours in Diablo 2 and are really providing me such valuable guidance and input into the game and how to navigate and what to sell and what to keep. It really has been a pure joy. So thank you. Now, we have had some close calls. And what I mean by close calls is, you know, my health getting down to, I don't know, 30%, 25%. So we've had some close calls, but I have to say we completed Act 1, like I said. And I'll be honest with you, I really didn't feel in danger at any point. Just with those close calls that we had, basically was just being surprised by the pure amount of enemies that charged me. That's really the length of of threat at any time that I felt so far throughout this run through. So things are going pretty good. The Paladin feels really nice. Really, really good. I am playing Holy Fire right now. So Holy Fire, Smite. I can't remember what other skill I have on right now. But it was intense. It was intense, and I loved every second of it. So I'm really happy I chose to play hardcore. Of course, my mind will change once this character dies, and I feel the crushing blow of defeat and having lost everything. I do want to say one more thing in regards to Diablo 2, and the repeatability and play of this game is just mind-blowing. This is what a game should be like. I have around 100 hours in the game. I have a Javazon, which has completed all 3 modes and all the acts, obviously, in the modes, that being normal, nightmare, and hell. And then my second character was a sorceress, and she did the same thing. And both, of course, I still have to advance further. But in essence, they've completed the base game. And I had a lot of fun. And now I'm venturing into hardcore mode. But my point is, I have 100 hours in this game. And I can honestly say not even 1 millisecond has the thought of me saying to myself, should I keep playing this game? I never have gotten bored. I never have felt that, oh my God, I got to do that again. You know, I got to run that again. That kind of feeling, that kind of anxiety. Oh God, like this is what I got to do over and over. None of that. And I have 100 hours in the game. Now, it's still early days. In a video game, that's early days in today's day and age. You know, a lot of games now, hundreds and hundreds of hours is nothing in the game. But that's not the point of why I'm raising this issue. The fact is, there's a lot of games that are out there now that, you know, you can get the 50 hours and you're banging your head up against the wall and you're already bored. I have 100 hours or so in this game. I'm starting a hardcore character, and I have never once thought I'm not having fun or am I bored? Not once. And this game has a mystical way of keeping you sucked in and engaged that it's so addicting. And really, the core of this game, well, there's many cores to it. Obviously, as you can see behind me here in this very dark, dungy looking area, the cinematics of this game, the dark and eerie feeling, the music. I've said this a million times about this game. The music and the palette visually is just, it's like, you know, peanut butter and jelly going together. It's unbelievable how it ties you in. And then the mechanics of the game, how you can customize and itemize your character. Always looking and anticipating the next drop. It's so thrilling. I can go on and on. My point is, I have 100 or so hours in this game, 3 characters in, and I feel like I've only played 1% of this game. And that's saying a lot. That is a testament to this game, which is over 20 years old. Yet it's banging off like a superstar. It is such a good game. If you haven't tried it, I highly recommend you take a dive into this universe. I promise you, you will not regret it. Okay, everyone, that'll do it. That is my first day on my hardcore character. As you can see here in the top right, that death counter is still 0. And that's going to be my goal, that death counter does never change. That is always going to be 0. I look up at that on stream every half an hour, every 45 minutes or so, because it's my little cheerleader cheerleading me on, along with the chat, of course. And it's an affirmation that I'm still here, I haven't died, and we're still going. So thank you for watching my video. I'm going to continue to update everyone through videos here and there on my progression through my hardcore character. I was going to say hardcore characters, but let's hope I can talk about my first character in hardcore for a long time, but time will tell. Anyway, thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. And if you could like, comment, and subscribe, I would really appreciate it. We would love to have you in our community. It's a very, very smart, warm, and receiving community. Everybody is super communicative and super supportive. I am really blessed with the people that bless me with their presence on my stream and on my YouTube channel. So we'd love to have you and come part of the club. And we coined the phrase yesterday for the people that are, you know, subscribing to my channel or becoming members on my YouTube channel. And that's, you know, welcome to the Caps Waypoint. So why don't you you can come and be part of the Caps Waypoint. we'd love to have you. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Take care.